Hello dear students, welcome back in class 9th chemistry. Students, I hope that you all are fine and doing well in your studies. Let's continue chapter 3 Atoms and Molecules part 3. In today's lecture you will learn in detail about how do atoms exist, molecules and their types like molecules of elements, molecules of compounds, atomicity, ions and types of ions. Students, you have studied about atom. What is atom? Yes, atom is the smallest particle of the matter. It is extremely small, even beyond our imagination. Now the question arises, how do atoms exist? Students, atoms of most of the elements are not able to exist independently. You have read about the structure of atoms also. You know, in most of atoms, their outermost shell, that is valence shell, is incomplete, that makes them unstable. So, to become stable, the atoms first form ions by losing or gaining the valence electrons or by sharing their valence electrons. Then they react with the atoms of other elements and form molecules. In this way, atoms form molecules and ions. These molecules or ions then aggregate, means join together and form large number of matter that we can see, feel or touch. Students, remember one thing, the atoms that have fully filled outermost shell or valence shell can exist independently. For example, noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, they all exist independently. Why? Because their outermost shell is complete. They do not need to lose or gain or share the electrons with the atoms of other elements. That is why these noble gases are also called inert gases or inactive gases and can exist independently on their own. But apart from these noble gases, the atoms of most of the elements do not exist independently of their own. They form molecules or ions to exist and form the different forms of matter that we can touch, feel or see. Now let us see what is molecule. A molecule is a group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together, that is held tightly together by attractive forces. So, what is molecule? A molecule can also be defined as the smallest particle of element or a compound that is capable of independent existence. You can see that here the two atoms of same element, that is hydrogen, form H2 molecule. The two atoms of same element, that is oxygen, form O2 molecule, and molecule can be formed between two different atoms. Like in water molecule, you can see that the two elements hydrogen and oxygen take part, and here the two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen form a molecule of water. Similarly, in this CO2, you can see one carbon atom is bonded with two atoms of oxygen and form molecule of carbon dioxide. So, molecule can also be defined as the smallest particle of an element or a compound that can exist independently and shows all the properties of that substance. atoms of same element, for example H2, O2, or of different elements, for example CO2, H2O, that is carbon dioxide, and water, join together and form molecules. So, on this basis, we can say that molecules are of two types: one, molecule of elements, and second, molecules of compound. Now, see first the molecules of elements. The molecules of an element are formed by the combination of two or more atoms of same element. So students, see in this picture, the two atoms of hydrogen of same element hydrogen chemically bonded to form H2 molecule. Two atoms of oxygen of same element oxygen chemically bonded to form O2 molecule. Two atoms of chlorine element are chemically bonded to form molecule of chlorine as Cl2. Three atoms of oxygen element chemically bonded to form O3 molecule as ozone molecule. So you can see that here the molecules of an element are formed by the combination of two or more atoms of the same element. So students, the number of atoms in a molecule of an element forms its atomicity. So if molecule of an element consists of only one atom, then it is called monoatomic molecule of element. If it consists of two atoms, we call it diatomic molecule of an element. If it consists of three atoms, then we call it triatomic molecule of an element. And if it consists of more than three, that is 4, 5, 6, 7 atoms, then we call it polyatomic molecule of an element. Now let us see all these molecule of element one by one. First, monoatomic molecule. Mono means one, single. A molecule consisting of only one atom is called monoatomic molecule. For example, the inert gases or noble gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, they all are the examples of monoatomic molecules because these all are made up of single atom, and they all can exist independently because we have discussed their outermost shell or valence shell is complete, so they do not react with any other atoms and they alone can exist as molecule of an element. That is why they are called monoatomic molecule, because mono means one, only one atom can form the molecule of element in the case of noble gases. Now see diatomic molecule. Di means two, the molecule of element that consists of two atoms. For example, a molecule of hydrogen is made from two atoms of hydrogen. Its atomicity is 2 and it is represented as H2. A molecule of nitrogen is made from two atoms of nitrogen. Its atomicity is also 2 and it is represented as N2. Similarly, in this case, a molecule of oxygen is made from two atoms of oxygen. Its atomicity is also 2 and it is represented as O2. Similarly, this F2 molecule is made up of two atoms of fluorine. Chlorine molecule is made up of two atoms of chlorine. Bromine molecule is made up of two atoms of bromine. Iodine molecule is made up of two atoms of iodine. So, atomicity of all these examples is 2. So, they all are diatomic molecules of elements. See, triatomic molecule if the molecule consists of three atoms, it is called triatomic molecule. Example is ozone, where the three atoms of oxygen chemically bonded to form ozone molecule. Its formula is O3. Tetraatomic molecule. Tetra means 4, atomic means atoms. If molecule consists of 4 atoms, then it is called tetraatomic molecule. For example, phosphorus with molecular formula P4. The molecule of phosphorus is made from 4 atoms of phosphorus which are chemically bonded and form a molecule of phosphorus with the formula P4. So its atomicity is 4 and it is known as tetraatomic molecule. Polyatomic molecule. Poly means many. If a molecule consists of more than 4 atoms, then it is called polyatomic molecule. For example, sulfur. To make molecule of sulfur, 8 atoms of sulfur are needed. You can see from here in this picture that 8 atoms of sulfur are chemically bonded to form molecule of sulfur with the molecular formula or chemical formula S8. So its atomicity is 8 and it is called polyatomic molecule of element. Now students, let us revise the atomicity of some elements with the help of this table. See, argon, it is a non-metal with symbol Ar. It is monoatomic with atomicity 1. Helium, non-metal with symbol He. It is also monoatomic, a molecule of element with atomicity 1. Oxygen, a non-metal with molecular formula O2. Its atomicity is 2. It is diatomic molecule of element. Hydrogen, non-metal. Its chemical formula H2. It is diatomic molecule of element with its atomicity 2. Nitrogen with formula N2. It is non-metal and it is again diatomic molecule of an element with atomicity 2. Chlorine with molecular formula Cl2. It is again non-metal and its atomicity is 2. It is diatomic molecule of an element. Phosphorus, again non-metal with molecular formula P4. Its atomicity is 4. It is tetraatomic molecule of element. Sulfur with molecular formula S8. Again it is a non-metal and its atomicity is 8. It is polyatomic molecule of an element. Ozone, its molecular formula is O3. Again it is a non-metal and its atomicity is 3. It is an example of triatomic molecule of element. Now let us see molecules of compounds. Molecules of compound constitute atoms of different elements that combine together in a fixed proportion or fixed ratio. For example, see in this picture, water molecule comprises 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. In the fixed ratio, that is 2:1, means 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So this molecule of water is made up of 2 different elements, 1 hydrogen and other oxygen. 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen combines chemically to form 1 molecule of water. Similarly, see in this picture, it is the example of molecule of compound, that is carbon dioxide, in which 1 carbon atom is bonded with 2 oxygen atoms chemically and form a molecule of carbon dioxide. So it is an example of molecules of compound, right? So in this one molecule of carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen is present in fixed ratio, that is 1:2, one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. See in this example, in the molecule of hydrogen chloride, the two different elements are involved. It constitutes one atom of hydrogen and one atom of chlorine in ratio 1:1. So, in molecules of compounds, atoms of different elements combine together in a fixed proportion, in a fixed ratio, or in a fixed amount. Students, see in this table the molecules of some compounds with their ratio by mass. Water, it consists of hydrogen and oxygen. Ratio by mass of water is 1:8, means 1 gram of hydrogen combines with 8 grams of oxygen. Ammonia, its formula is NH3. It consists of nitrogen and hydrogen, 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atoms of hydrogen, and their ratio by mass is 14:3, means 14 grams of nitrogen combines with 3 grams of hydrogen to form one molecule of ammonia. Carbon dioxide consists of carbon and oxygen with molecular formula CO2. One carbon atom combines with two atoms of oxygen and forms CO2. And ratio by mass of CO2 is 3:8. Students, in the previous lecture, we have discussed how to calculate the ratio by mass of elements in their compounds. Let us revise once again. To find the ratio by mass of molecules of compounds like water, in water there are two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1U and oxygen 16U. Multiply two atoms of hydrogen with its atomic mass 1U and one atom of oxygen with its atomic mass 16U. Then the ratio comes to be 2:16 and the simplest whole ratio will come 1:8. Similarly, in ammonia with molecular formula NH3, it consists of one nitrogen atom and three atoms of hydrogen. Atomic mass of hydrogen 1U and atomic mass of nitrogen is 14U. So multiply one atom of nitrogen with its atomic mass 14 and 3 atoms of hydrogen with its atomic mass 1U. We will get ratio by mass of NH3, that is ammonia, 14:3. Similarly, you can find the ratio by mass of carbon dioxide, in which there is one carbon atom and two oxygen atom. Atomic mass of carbon is 12U and oxygen 16U. So multiply one atom of carbon with its atomic mass 12 and two atoms of oxygen with its atomic mass 16. The ratio comes to be 12:32 and simplest whole ratio will come out to be 3:8. It means ratio by mass of carbon dioxide is 3:8. Now students, let us understand how to calculate ratio by number of atoms in the molecules of compound. Let us take an example of water molecule H2O. Now tell me how many atoms of hydrogen and oxygen present in one molecule of water, that is H2O. Yes, you are right. Two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Students, in the previous slide, we calculate ratio by mass of molecules of compound. In this slide, we will calculate ratio by number of atoms in molecules of compound. and we have taken the example of water molecule. As you see, in this water molecule, there are 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen are present in ratio 2:1. Now let's find out this ratio by number numerically. To find this answer, what we have to do, we have to make these 5 column table, in which in first column we have to mention the elements participating in the molecule of compound. As in water molecule, there are 2 elements, H hydrogen and O oxygen. We know the ratio by mass of H2O, or you can calculate in the rough work by calculating its ratio by mass, that is 1:8. We know the atomic mass of hydrogen 1 and oxygen 16. Then in the fourth column, what we have to do? We have to divide mass ratio, that is ratio by mass, by its atomic mass. As you can see here, ratio by mass of hydrogen is 1 divided by its atomic mass 1, and the value comes out to be 1. Similarly, in the case of element oxygen, ratio by mass of oxygen in water molecule is 8 and atomic mass is 16. And in this column, what we have to do, we divide mass ratio of oxygen with its atomic mass. Then it comes out to be 8/16, and on simplifying it comes out to be 1/2. Now here its value comes 1, here comes 1/2. How to get simplest whole number ratio? So what we have to do, we find that out of these two, which has greater denominator. As you can see that here it has 1 denominator, here it has 2 denominator. So what we do to get the simplest whole ratio, we multiply this 1/2 and this 1/2 with 2. Then on doing this, this comes out to be 1 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2, and 1/2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 1. And in this way, we get ratio of hydrogen and oxygen numerically in one molecule of water in the ratio 2:1. So it is numerically proved that in one molecule of water, ratio by number of atoms for water is 2:1, means 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So students, practice these type of numericals in your chemistry notebook by taking example of carbon dioxide CO2 and ammonia NH3. Now let us learn about ions. Students, compounds composed of metals and non-metals contain charged species. The charged species are known as ions. Ions are formed by the loss or gain of valence electrons present in the outermost shell of the atoms. Ions are of two types. The positively charged ions are called cations. In compound, metals form cations. For example, magnesium ion Mg2+, sodium ions Na1+, calcium ions Ca2+, etc. The negatively charged ions are called anions, and in compounds, non-metals form anions. For example, chloride ions Cl negative, oxide ions O2 negative, etc. Students, let us do one activity. Identify cations, that is positively charged species, and anions, that are negatively charged species, from the following compounds. First is sodium chloride. In this compound, sodium ion, that is Na positive, forms cations, and chloride ions, that is Cl negative, forms anions. In sodium oxide Na2O, Sodium ions, that is Na positive, forms cations, and oxide ion, that is O2 negative, forms anions. In magnesium sulfide, MgS, magnesium ions, that is Mg2 plus, forms cations, and sulfide ions, that is S2 negative, forms anions. In aluminium chloride, that is AlCl3, aluminium ions Al3 plus forms cations, and Cl negative chloride ions form anions. So students, you can be asked in the exams to find out cations and anions present in the compounds given in the question. Now let us see what are polyatomic ions. Students, a group of atoms carrying a charge is known as polyatomic ion. You can see in these examples. In the first example, it is sulfate ion, SO4 2 negative. In this sulfate ion, you can see there is one sulfur atom and 4 atoms of oxygen. So there are total 5 atoms. If we say what is its atomicity, atomicity is 5 because it is the combination of 5 atoms, but carries a common charge, that is 2 negative. So SO4 in total carries 2 negative charge. So group of atoms carrying a charge is known as polyatomic ions because it is an ion which consists of many atoms. As in sulfate, you have seen that there is one sulfur and 4 atoms of oxygen. So total 5 atoms carrying 2 negative charge. Similarly, in next example, you can say that NO3 negative. In this example, there is one nitrogen atom and 3 atoms of oxygen, means total 4 atoms are there. So its atomicity is 4, but carries only single charge, that is 1 negative. So it is nitrate ion. It is known as nitrate ion. See the next one. It is OH negative. Again, it comprises 2 atoms, 1 oxygen, 1 hydrogen. So atomicity is 2, carrying single 1 charge, 1 negative. So it is again a group of atoms carrying a charge. It is the example of polyatomic ion. It is called hydroxide ion. And similarly in PO4 3 negative, you can see that there is one phosphorus atom and 4 oxygen atoms. So total it comes out to be 5 atoms in this PO4. It is known as phosphate ion. Phosphate ion, formula of phosphate ion PO4. Its atomicity is 5 because 1 phosphorus and 4 oxygen atom. 1 plus 4, 5 atoms. So it is a group of 5 atoms carrying a single charge, that is 3 negative. So again it is a polyatomic ion. See one more example. NH4 positive. In this there are 1 nitrogen atom and 4 hydrogen atom. Again, how many atoms are there? 1 nitrogen, 4 hydrogen, total 5. So atomicity is 5. But these group of atoms, nitrogen and hydrogen, carries a single charge, that is 1 plus. So it is an example of polyatomic ions. So in this way you can calculate the number of atoms, and number of atoms if carries single charge, then this is an example of polyatomic ions. It's very important question from the examination point of view. You can be asked to calculate the number of atoms present in these polyatomic ions, or you can be asked to write the definition of polyatomic ions with some examples. So in this way, you have learned about ions, types of ions, cations and anions, and polyatomic ions. So students, this is all for today's lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.